got a lot to talk about today, so get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, this awesome UFO video was sent to me by Tim Clark. Just love this weird looking anomalous ghosty thing. It's got structure to it. It's obviously not a cloud. It's moving. It seems like it's going pretty fast. It's hard to tell if this is sped up or not. But yeah, this really anomalous, weird looking object. What the hell is that thing? Is that a UFO that's partially cloaked but not fully cloaked? Is this another dimensional, entity or a craft of some sort that's half phased into our reality? Could this be a being of some sort? A weird being that's structured, has a fixed structure to it. I don't know. I don't know what the hell we're looking at. I tend to think that if this is legit, we're probably looking at a cloaked or half-cloaked UFO. But let me know your take in the comments below, and thank you, Tim, for sending this to me. It's awesome. Let's see. Meanwhile, the mystery drones are back. That's right. Belgium is investigating 2 drone incursions over the Army Brigade HQ at March in Famine. Totally nailed that. Guards reported flights on Saturday evening and again overnight Tuesday. Defense Minister Theo Franken says skilled operators were involved. Skilled operators. Not alien operators, but skilled, likely Russian operators. Police and military intelligence are leading the probe. Well, let's see if they get back to us on that. They haven't let us know their findings on any of the other mystery drone sightings. All we know is they are increasing their war stance. They are, creating an anti-drone wall. Again, it'll be interesting to see where the funding goes on that. These tech companies are, building this wall. Could it possibly be them that, orchestrated this whole thing so that they can get that money? I don't think so. It's been going on for years all over the world, but I mean, you follow the money, right? Can't hurt to at least look at that. But I think we're dealing with something a lot more anomalous and a lot more interesting going on. Now, for sure, there's actual drones, human drones that are being flown around. And of course, there's spies and stuff. So we're still in the fog of war on all of this. Hard to know what is what exactly, other than that something very anomalous does seem to be going on and still seems to be going on in the skies over Europe, over their military installations, over their airports. Crazy. Meanwhile, did Stephen Greenstreet get the Havana syndrome, or was he attacked by energy weapons or whatever causes the Havana syndrome? Yeah, interesting post here from skeptic Stephen Greenstreet. Did I just get Havana syndromed? I was walking back from checking on my dog in my garage when I heard a loud buzz in my right ear and a warm, hot pressure. The buzz was as if a June bug was flying 1 inch from my ear, but there was no bug, and the sound didn't fade in and out like a bug flying by. It was instantly there and then instantly gone. I'm currently feeling a slight numbness sensation in my right ear and right jawline. What's even more bizarre is that I was having a conversation just before this that partially included discussion of directed energy weapons. While the residual effects I'm currently feeling could be psychosomatic, the buzz was very real. Yeah, he was talking about Amy Eskridge, the tragic case of Amy Eskridge, and talking about energy weapons related to that, and how she may have been targeted. And right after that, he feels there's weird buzzing in his ear and this heat. So could he have been the victim of an energy weapon or some sort of, something like that? I tend to doubt it. I think the results of that would probably be more dramatic than a simple buzzing in his ear and a heat. But you never know. Maybe it was something more other dimensional or paranormal or psychic. Something was reaching out to him in some way. That's kind of where my mind goes on this. If this is real and, wasn't just a product of his imagination. But it is interesting, the possible evolution of Stephen Greenstreet. He was posting a video that his wife took the other day yeah, she captured a UFO on camera, and he posted it. Now he, again, he took it the skeptical view of that is a plane or something, but still interesting. And now he's talking about possibly being Havana syndromed. Interesting. Meanwhile, Three Eye Atlas. We're all wondering what the hell's going on with Three Eye Atlas. It's like the ultimate Groundhog Day. If it goes in, if it comes out and sees its shadow and goes back in or not. If it comes around the sun and comes toward Earth or continues on its merry way, that means different things, right? So Jaime Maussan says new images of the interstellar object Three Eye Atlas, taken as it approaches its perihelion on October 29th, reveal a rapid increase in brightness and a bluer color than that of the sun. The reason for the rapid increase in brightness of Three Eye Atlas, which far exceeds the brightness rate of most Oort cloud comets at similar distances from the sun, is still not clear, said Avi Loeb. So do we know what's up with Three Eye Atlas? I haven't seen anything definitive yet. Now that it's past the perihelion, do we know what the hell this thing is yet? Is it doing anything weird? Well, it's got a whole series of weird anomalies, as reported on by avilobe.medium.com. Here's a list of anomalies this thing has. Its trajectory is aligned to within 5 degrees with the elliptic plane of the planets around the sun, with a likelihood of 0.2%. During July and August, it displayed a sunward jet, an anti-tail, that is not an optical illusion from a geometric perspective, unlike familiar comets. Its nucleus is about 1,000,000 times more massive than Oumuamua, while moving faster than both. That one and 2I Borisov. Altogether with a likelihood of less than 0.1%. That's crazy. So supermassive, moving super fast. Its arrival time was fine-tuned to bring it within tens of millions of kilometers from Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, and be unobservable from Earth at perihelion, with a likelihood of 0.005%. The gas plume contains much more nickel than iron, in a nickel to cyanide ratio that is orders of magnitude larger than that of all known comets, including 2I Borisov, with a likelihood below 1%. The gas plume contains only 4% water by mass. Three Eye Atlas showed extreme negation polarization, unprecedented for all known comets. Three Eye Atlas arrived from a direction coincident with the radio wow signal, the famous wow signal. So really interesting if the authors of the wow signal sent out the Three Eye Atlas, right? Maybe. We're living in a wacky world, guys. But yeah, we still don't. I have not seen anything definitive on Three Eye Atlas or any further twists or turns in the saga. But if you have, let me know in the comments below, because I've definitely been keeping my eye on this story and waiting for news now that it's past the perihelion. Meanwhile, I'm very excited. Eric Burleson the other day was talking about introducing the UAP Disclosure Amendment as a standalone issue in Congress. And that may have a lot higher likelihood of success than folding it into the NDA as they have done in past years. Well, here's Danny Sheehan talking about that.
I wasn't sure I was going to be able to talk about this today, but Congressman Burleson has resolved that he is going to be willing to place a standalone bill into the House of Representatives. This is extraordinarily important because it provides a focus for all of the citizens around the country to focus on a particular objective, to get this particular statute through the committees that it has to go through in the House in order to get onto the floor of the House. This is extraordinarily important I wasn't sure I was going to be able to talk
Yeah,
about
no,
this
that's
today.
extraordinarily important. I agree, Danny. I can't wait. I hope it passes. Wouldn't that be amazing if introducing it as a standalone issue actually worked and it got signed into law? That would be incredible. Uh, Talk about the next shoe to drop on in disclosure. So I mean, we'll see if that happens or not. The creation of a review board with the ability to issue subpoenas, release information, all sorts of stuff. Whistleblower protections that we desperately need to encourage these people to come forward. So yeah, this could be huge if it happens. Big if true, guys. Big if true. We'll see. Fingers crossed, though. Fingers crossed. There is an actual possibility that this could happen. Meanwhile, ProPixels is still not satisfied with just analyzing UFO videos. He is going out and getting his own videos. And here he may have captured in this video something that may be a triangle. Very interesting. Let's let him explain.
Or talked about us seeing the triangle. So here's the flashing object right here. I'll play it. So right there, right now, after that flash, it kind of looks like a triangle. And this is really, again, on the very edge of everything. But it's just fascinating to me that we saw this formation. I mean, it may not be one. It may be one. I have no idea. Like I said, we're way, way into the depths of this data and probably beyond what it's really able to tell us.
Yeah, I mean, blurry lights in the sky, hard for me to tell if that's a triangle or not. Are you seeing a triangle? I mean, I can see what he's talking about. I don't know if that's more lenticular or a saucer on its edge or some other weird shape. But yeah, he captured something that looks pretty anomalous to me, and whatever shape it takes, that's pretty cool. Meanwhile, Beatrice Villarreal and Jesse Michaels are talking about how NASA, in conjunction with Space Force, is hiding information about UFOs from us. Not a big surprise, but interesting that she has found this out. NASA insider told top astronomer who started detecting UFOs that NASA detects and scrubs uncorrelated targets all the time. Yeah, that's she's talking about these UFOs that they call, I think since the 60s, they've been calling these things uncorrelated targets. And she and Jesse talk about how, yeah, NASA and Space Force are hiding them from us.
Okay. Sorry, they removed this background of uncorrelated targets from the total number of things that they see in order to calculate the number of objects in space. However, I think that they don't do it themselves. It's done by militaries and it's classified lists. So it's kind of becoming a little bit more fun. I'm trying to look into this right now.
Yeah. So maybe like you mentioned recently, like, NASA's the kind of the more civilian space exploration outfit. Obviously, they do intelligence work as well. But maybe Space Force has these targets, these uncorrelated targets, and they remove them for NASA?
I think that's what I heard from someone on the inside, yes.
That's what she heard from somebody on the inside, that Space Force, in conjunction with NASA, is hiding and is scrubbing out these uncorrelated targets. I guess they're not correlated. We don't need to know about it. Once they can correlate them, then they'll tell us about them, right? I don't think so. But yeah, there you go. Of course, the control group has been hiding this stuff from us for a long time, while at the same time secretly working on it. I'd always wondered, how deep is NASA into all of that? Are they just, running interference for the control group? Scrubbing things out, stuff like that? Or are they actively involved? Because obviously if they're involved, damn, what a shame. They've got alien technology. They can, go to other star systems and so on without, potentially the risk and expense and whatever as our, man-made rockets do. But yet they're using man-made rockets instead of this other technology that they have access to, if that's the case. But that seems more and more like that is the case, that NASA is deep into all of this, which should be no surprise, as it was co-founded by the Operation Paperclip Boys. But yeah, so they are working hand in hand with Space Force that is also likely deeply involved in all of this. That's just my take. Let me know what you guys think about it all in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, grab a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store. Become a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.